Welcome back, y'all. As you can see, I might look a little different. The hair's gone. See? Only just a little bit now. Well, maybe not a little bit, but it's definitely not as long as it used to be. So the hair is new. The makeup, almost none of it's new, except the foundation I'm wearing. But other than that, howdy. How are y'all doing today? I think I'm doing pretty well for it being 7 o'clock in the morning. Because I got up early to do the look on my face, and then now I'm doing a video. Yay! So today's video is going to be about fall palettes. I have gone through all of my palettes in my collection, and I've picked the ones that I feel like are very fall-esque, that either has some like inkling of fall, or maybe spooky, or a little bit of fall spooky. You know, just, I'm sorry, Halloween is in that fall time. So I definitely wanted to include my spooky palettes to go with these fall looks. So I got a stack right here, waiting to be revealed. And make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, so my first palette is an oldie but a goodie. It's a Pat McGrath quad. It is the Venus in Fleur Luxe Quad in Voyeuristic Vixen. And when you look at the color story, you'll see why I picked this one. So that is what we're looking at. If you look, that red, that brick red is so very like fall, warm, but also kind of like cool, because like it's still kind of warm. It like fall colors are very still warmish, but can also be very like coolish as well. So that like warm, like the brick red with like this gold right here is just screaming fall. And then this chrome right here, this red to like gold color is just the epitome of fall. It just has those like kind of cozy colors you're looking for, but also, you know, has that inner corner highlight right here. That's still kind of gold champagne-y, which really goes with the fall look. So Voyeuristic Vixen is definitely my first. You can see she's been loved. That did not take off as much as I wanted it to. So we're gonna try and wipe her off. I did not realize that she was like looking a little rough. But I think this is a good fall palette if you're looking for something simple, but not, maybe not too complicated, but you're still getting those like fall tones in there and you want a little luxury. Just a little luxury. Okay, my next palette. And if these palettes are not still there, I definitely would look towards the colors if you're trying to find, I guess, dupes of them. So my next one is the Red Dragon Ondai X Judy. I told y'all I did have Judy's pastel palette, but I also had her like a little bit more fall palette, and this is that fall palette. All those like toasty warm colors, but then that green, that almost olive drab green, really speaks fall to me. Honestly, that green color reminds me of that jacket everyone used to own in like the 2016s, where it was like kind of long but kind of short. But these colors right here, I just feel like scream fall. Like some of these shimmers and mattes are just so like warm and toasty feeling. They look like the leaves on the trees. Like some of them look like the leaves on the trees as they're changing colors. Like that just looks fall, but then it also has like some pops of color, like this red right here, that can really like bolden up your look a little bit. And I think this would be great for just a fall day, just going through the leaves, and you just want to match the leaves that you're going through. Like, it's got some like lighter like tones, but it's also got some deeper tones to really deepen up some of these like leafy looks you're going for. You can also go very like vampy, because this color Fire right here, I think you can also go like fall vampy, which is something I enjoy during the fall months. So definitely the Judy, the Red Dragon palette is like screaming fall's name when you look at it. I also like that the Onsai X Judy palettes like are so diverse in color. Like the Spring Dragon is very pastel, while the Red Dragon is very like earthy, not earthy, yeah, earthy tones, like fall, like earthy leaf tones that I really enjoy. All right, so now we're getting into spooky. So these colors are a little bit more cool toned. They're not like the pumpkin spice side of fall, but these are like the spooky Halloween side of fall. And this would be the Poison Garden 2 palette. And these are the colors. I feel like definitely with these yellow and greens and these cool toned like reddish pinks and purples over here, you can definitely get that kind of spooky Halloween vibe, but you can also get, you know, these mustardy colors that really go well with like the warmer side of fall. And I just enjoy this color story a lot. And I think this is a great spooky fall palette where you can get those kind of grungier looks, like grungier colors. But you can also get those like leaf colors like right here and over here. Like, I think this is a great, like you're getting closer to Halloween, and so you can wear those grungier colors. Well, you can wear grungy colors anytime you want, but you wear those grungier colors and you can get like a colorful spooky look. I think the Poison Garden palette screams that kind of fall to me. And these colors like are just gorgeous. Like, definitely some like warm fall, but also some cool toned fall. And I love it. Love it. All right. Now we got another spooky palette on our list. And I think it is such a pretty spooky palette. It's definitely a unique take on Halloween, because she, when she said she was making it, she didn't really celebrate Halloween, so this was like new to her. But this is the Little Ghost palette from Odin's Eye x Angelica, and these are the colors. So I think you can still make some very like pumpkin looks. Like down here is definitely like pumpkin, but then you're getting up here and it's all spooky, like spooky looking. Now I use this palette pretty much year round because some of these blues are great for like the winter time. But this down here, I could see you making some beautiful like pumpkin patch looks. Like you're going to the pumpkin patch and just enjoying your time, feeling yourself, feeling the pumpkins. But then I could also see you like around like Halloween time getting these witchy colors up here and getting these witchy vibes with the palette. Plus the artwork is so spooky looking. Like, look at that. Like, I think they put some good work into this. And I know that there was another like Angelica palette that came out. There was two the Halloweens and then one other one. And I know they kind of repurposed the artwork to kind of go with what this Halloween theme is, but I think it's a very unique take on Halloween, but I still think it hits the money. Like I can see the inspiration of Halloween and fall here, where I think some people may not have saw it, but I definitely see where she was coming from, and that electric yellow actually works really well with the idea, especially with these colors. I think if it was in another palette, it would not be deemed a fall color, but I definitely deem it a fall color in this palette. The next one, so this is going back into those moody colors. for, you know, I would say witchy vibes, but this is the Gothic palette from Cosmic Beauty. I think they go by Cosmic Beauty now, but I think I bought this when it was Cosmic Brushes. This is the color story. It's definitely giving like witchy, gothy, I do what I want kind of colors, which I am always down for, having like a gothy palette in my collection. And I definitely love a purple palette. I always keep going back to getting purple palettes in my collection. Like no matter what I do, I feel like I need a purple palette, because I feel like purple palettes are great for a lot of times of the year, but this one specifically is definitely great for this like this fall time that's coming up, because of course you have your witchy shades in here which give you those witchy vibes, but then this like phantom color and this nocturnal color right here give like mulled wine vibes, and I feel like these would be like great colors for like November, like close to Thanksgiving time. I feel like those are like great like Merlot colored shades that you can make something very beautiful with. Even this like chosen shade is like, it feels very like November fall. Like you're getting close to Christmas, but it's not quite Christmas yet. I think this palette can be very versatile in the transition between kind of spooky season and November fall season. All right, the next one is just, you know, just from a good brand, and that is my Natasha Denona My Dream palette. Now, warning, I do not agree with how the team has been treating influencers lately. Just to keep that in mind. But the Natasha Denona My Dream palette, look at that. That I feel like you can just use throughout the whole fall time. Like, cause you have your what I feel like is your October shades, but then I feel like you can transition it into like a nice Thanksgiving, like Turkey Day look. I also like this like demure duochrome in here. Like it's nothing like super crazy like an indie brand, but I feel like it's a nice like, you can go home to your family and wear something kind of unique. Like these darker shades like right here I feel like can be great for like November, but these like orangey shades are great for October. And I love how this palette looks, and I'm definitely gonna get some beautiful nice like fall looks out of it. Honestly, my favorite time to wear makeup is winter, just because of all the winter looks. The winter looks just, whew, they send me. I love them, but fall is probably close to it. Spring and fall probably tie together. And I think this would be a perfect like fall palette for you to indulge in for some good warm looks. Like, and when I say warm, I don't mean like specifically warm toned, but like, you know, it's like it's starting to cool down in fall and you want to be warm and cozy. I feel like it's very like flannel fall. So the next one I want to pick up is the Sugar and Grunge palette. And I say that because I feel like these colors right here are super like flannel colors. Like when I wear these colors, I feel like I'm wearing a flannel, which is nice. And then these green colors over here, these grungy greens, are great for like a good fall, like a fall look. Like I said, that jacket, that green jacket that everyone wears, that used to wear during the fall. And then these grays are definitely for like spooky season. And then the purples, of course you can get that like witchy purpley look from it. Ooh, plus these like oranges over here are also great for like a pumpkin-y fall look. And the other thing I like about Blend Bunny is they do rose where you can kind of match up the colors, which is great. But you can also mix and match, which is also great in my opinion. But it gives you like a guiding point, and I feel like majority of these colors are just screaming fall. Even those turquoises are just grungy enough to be like a fall look. Like not even just like a Halloween look, but like a grungy, like turquoise look. Like they really did a good job on the grunge thing, because I feel like fall time is kind of like the time to bring out those grungy looks, as well as those like warm pumpkin spice looks. So this is definitely on my list of some of the great like fall palettes in my collection. Speaking of grunge, pretty grunge palette. So if you're looking for more of a neutral kind of grunge, this is the palette I would recommend. I feel like you can get some very good moody looks out of this palette without having to go colorful, because I feel like a lot of my palettes are very colorful, but this one is definitely a little bit more toned down. Like this gold right here with some of these like neutral browns, I think would be spectacular of like a good, and the epitome of a good grungy fall look. Like I like a good grungy look, and this one kind of helps you get that without having to wear like bright colors. You can definitely wear neutral colors and get that grungy fall look you're kind of looking for. And I feel like that about the Natasha Denona palette as well. I feel like that one's definitely like more neutral colors without having to, you know, go dip into color if that's just not what you're looking for. But the pretty grunge palette. All right, the next one is, well, obviously fall themed. It is the Nomad Cosmetics Hudson Valley collection. Like it is very like fall, picking apples, the artwork screams it, and then the palette. Like it definitely has your like grungier neutrals over here, but then it has your like leaf looks over here, and then the shimmers. I feel like I just use this palette to kind of muse the mattes. I like the mattes a lot better in this than I do the shimmer. And I use this to get the mattes I want, and then I use a shimmer, an impactful single shimmer, to really drive this home. But I feel like you can get those like November woodsy kind of looks, and then these pumpkin-y leaf, like walking through the leaves looks. And I think it's a very versatile palette. Like there's enough neutral shades in here that I think if you're more of a neutral person, you won't feel too scared of this. But there's also color in here that if you wanted to play with color, you could definitely give it a try. Plus I love the little embossings. The embossings are great. I've almost destroyed the one for Fall Festival and apple picking because they're so pretty. Oh, I don't want to go through the others because like Ghost Tour has the like Headless Horseman, and that just like, that's gonna kill me when I destroy that color, because I like the embossings of these, but they do go away really quickly. But this is definitely like a beautiful fall palette and great indie brand. Nomad Cosmetics makes some great, at least in my opinion, I love their mattes a lot, but I've heard some of their newer palettes have a great shimmer formula, so maybe check that out. And then finally, my last kind of fall palette kind of goes back into that grungy, witchy vibes, and that is the Moonspell palette. See, grungy, witchy, you got those neutrals, but you also have these pops of color, and then you also have these like grungy greens right here that I feel like you could make, at least in this row right here with Hermione, Bonnie, and Marnie, I think you could make like a great fall, like grungy green look. Then you also have these up here, Kiki, Samantha, Mary, Sarah, and Winifred, that can definitely make some like neutrally grungy looks, but then the purples and the greens down here can also help with those like other grungy looks. But this is, I think, a beautiful color story, and if you're looking for colors like this, definitely look around, because I think these colors are very fall. It's just, I don't think they make this palette anymore, so definitely look around for the colors. If you can find it in Lunar Beauty formula, that would actually be great, because I do like Lunar Beauty's formula. This one's just old, and if y'all have seen one of my other videos, I talk about this palette and how it's just not working for me right now. but it is a fall palette in my collection, and if you can find colors like this one, then you'd be in good hands. But this is the final one, the Moonspell palette. And that is my fall palettes in my collection. At least the ones that scream fall to me. The ones I'll probably be hopefully leaning towards when I start doing my makeup around this time of year. I did go for something a little different today. It is kind of grungy, kind of dark. Just brown eyeshadow with a pop of blue on my lids. A little silver in the corner, nothing too special today. I just felt like doing this kind of look. Definitely darkens my eyes a lot, but I think it's cute. I don't know if I'll do it again for a while, but I think it's cute for today. But thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to check me out on Instagram. It is CAPT_IVATING_makeup. So captivating makeup with 2 underscores. We have a lot of fun over there. And make sure to like and subscribe over here. Maybe leave a comment down on what your favorite fall palettes are. What fall palettes do you reach for? What palettes do you enjoy to get those either I'm frolicking through the leaf looks, or, you know, pumpkin patch looks, or whatever you enjoy during the fall season? What is that palette? Make sure to comment down below. All right, I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.